Paradigm Fine Arts with Robin Repp, and Robin's going to tell us a little bit about her unique approach to photography. And to get things going, Robin, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, thank you, Craig. I've been working with photography since the early 70s, using almost all black and white film until about 15 years ago I started shooting digital, like a lot of photographers. I've worked with infrared black and white photography, which is my preferred mode, using digital cameras now that are converted with filters. And currently I'm using a digital camera that is converted and doesn't use a filter at all. It's a scientific.
Infrared is something that's kind of new to me. I hadn't really heard of that actually until I met you. And your photographs have a very unique look to them. I imagine that's attributed to the infrared. Can you tell us a little bit about that process?
Oh, infrared wavelengths are a wavelength of light that the human eye can't see. But our cameras can capture it. You can capture it on film with infrared film, or you can capture it in your digital camera if you have the right setup, where the camera is altered to allow the infrared light into your digital file. Right now I'm using a scientific camera that can see a lot of infrared light. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about for infrared light. Let's take a look at this tree. The leaves on the tree are popping white.
Yeah.
So the infrared light you would expect in a black and white photograph, you'd expect to see gray. But here, the leaves, because they have a lot of infrared light, they look bright white. The water has no infrared light, so it turns pitch black.
Yeah, really interesting.
Yeah.
Why is that? It has no infrared?
There's no infrared. It's not bouncing any infrared light back. Skin, certain types of skin, certain types of clothing. Sometimes clothing, no matter if it's black or dark, it'll just turn white because all you're getting is the infrared light. You're not getting the values, you're not getting the color. It's just the wavelengths of light. So, and clouds will pop really, really white, so it's great for landscape. Right now, the series of work I have at Paradigm Gallery is a figure in the landscape. I've been highly influenced by artists such as Elmer Bishop that used the figure in the landscape quite a bit. He was one of my teachers at Berkeley. I oftentimes have the figure with the back turned to the viewer, as you can see in some of these images here. And that's because I'm inviting the viewer to look out into the landscape, just like the model. In these pictures, my daughter is the model, and she started traveling with me to Tahiti over the years. We go at least once a year. So I've been photographing her for about 33 years.
She's very beautiful. She takes after her mommy.
Thank you. I like to have the viewer question what's out there, what's going on. I think infrared photography is really well suited to giving a sense of surrealism, almost an eerie feeling sometimes. Oftentimes
it is surrealistic, and I think that when people have seen the work, they actually comment on how surrealistic it actually looks. Very interesting. The
infrared wavelengths emitted by skin can make the skin almost look slightly transparent. It can be very odd and almost frightening. Kind of. Sometimes the pictures are just too weird to use.
Sounds like a cool series, though. Well, that's wonderful. Really interesting stuff. I guarantee it's some of the most unique photography that you will ever see. And I invite you to come down and meet Robin. Paradigm Fine Arts is open on the Art Walk, which is the first Saturday of every month. So we'd love to have you come down, see more about what she does, as well as some of the other artists here at Paradigm Fine Arts. And thank you, Robin, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Craig.